Welcome to Recipe Sudoku Stream. I'm doing a little bit later than usual today. I was up overnight and finally got to sleep earlier this afternoon. And by the time I was soundly falling asleep in bed, it occurred to me that I had a stream coming up, but I was in no condition to try solving a puzzle, hard or not. So I ended up sleeping through, and here we are. I'm going to see if I can solve this quickly. Check, see if this is solvable. If it is, you get about 20 seconds before I start actually working to solve it myself. But there we go. You get about 20 seconds. Feel free to kick in and attempt to solve this while I grab a screenshot, however you want to do that. As I say, about 20 seconds, get 5 left, and then I will work to start solving myself. All right, here we go. All right, so we got 3 possible places for 2 here, 2 possible places for 1 here and here, and that's that. We've got 2 possible places for 1 here, 4 possible places here. All right, 2s again. Well, I've got 4 possible places for 2 here, 3 down here, 2 possibilities here. That suggests 2 possibilities here. Here I'm showing 4 possibilities, 3 up here, and as I say, 4 possibilities here. Down here we've got 3 possibilities for that 2 as well. All right, on to 3s. We get a solve of a 3 there. Possibilities of 3s here. And let's see. 2 possibilities, not 2, are for 3 here, which means that's going to be a 3. That's going to be a 3. That's going to be a 3. That turns this into a 3, and it looks like we got all the 3s on the board. All right, how about 4s? So I got 2 possibilities for 4 here and 2 there. Bottom row has all the 4s it's going to get. I got 3 possibilities here, 5 here, 3 here, and 5 here. So we're done with 4s, on to 5s. That's not going to be a 5, so I've got 2 possibilities for 5 here. Here I've got 3 possibilities. We're going to change that though. I see what I did. There's a 5 there. One of these. Nope, not yet. One of these 2 is a 5. And this one's going to be a 5. That means this is a 5. And now this one is a 5. All right, how about 6s? We've got 2 possible 6s here, not 9s. Maybe 9s too, but we're looking at 6s right now. Actually, one of these is going to be a 9. I don't know which. 6. All right. Already know neither of these can be a 6. Neither of these either. One of these 2 is going to be a 6. That makes 2 possibilities for a 6 here. Currently showing 4 possibilities here. Because I've got the 2 possibilities here, this is going to be a 6. That means I've got 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and 2 possibilities here. All right, on to 7s, and 3 possibilities here and here. 2 possibilities down here. Looks like 3 possibilities up here. 2 possibilities for a 7 there. Showing 4, 5 possibilities here, and all 4 of these are possibilities. Matter of fact, one of these 2 is going to be a 7. That means one of these 2 is a 7. And let's see, 8. Well, this one's going to be an 8 out of 5. That means one of these 2 will be an 8. We've got one of these 2 is going to be an 8 now. That means one of these 2 will be an 8. Because I've got an 8 here that blocks these 3. These 2 are blocked now, both here and because the 4-1 pair. And one of these 2 is going to be an 8 as a result. One of these 2 is an 8, so this is not. That makes that an 8. And we end up with 2 possibilities for an 8 over here. All right, down here, I've got 3 possibilities for an 8. Nothing really guiding this yet. All 4 of those are possibles for an 8. However, only 2 of them are possible for a 9. And we get a 9 down here. Means one of these 2 is a 9. I don't know which yet. Up here, that's going to be a 9, making this a 9. And one of these 2 will become a 9. All right. So the number that we're missing in this square, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these 2 is going to be a 7. That makes this a 7. End up with a 4 and a 1 here. Two possibilities for 4 now. One of these 2 is a 4. One of those 5. No, false. One of these 6 is a 4. Don't know which yet. We got 2 possibilities for a 4 here. What's the missing one here? I've got one. Looks like we get a 2 somewhere. Do I have any useful guidance on that yet? It'd be nice if I could just say, yeah, it's going to be one of these 2, but this is also a possibility at this point, so not so much. Okay, that can't be a 2. That means I've got 3 possible 2s here. 2 possible 1s now. 3 possible 4s. 5, 6. 2 possible 7s. That narrows things down a bit. Now we got one of these 2 is a possible 4, and one of them is a possible 2. Down here, we end up with one of these 2 is going to be a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these 2 is a 7. And one of these 2 is an 8. 8, 7 pair there. Okay. Anything more useful up around here? Not yet. Okay. So one of these 2 is an 8. And left one of these 2 is an 8. These 2 is a 9. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still, all 4 of these have the possibility of being a 6. We got these two for 7. All 4 could be an 8. And these two for 9. All right. Up here, the digit we're missing is a 4. And that can be any of these 3. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and flood fill everything. That can't be a 2, but all 3 of these can be 2s. We're done with this square. 1, 2, 3. One of these 3 is a 4. Here we got a 1. One of these 3 is a 2, 3. One of these 5 is a 4, 5. We end up with 4 possibilities for a 6 here. 3 possibilities for a 7. 2 possibilities for an 8. And it looks like I've got 2 possibilities for a 9 already. Down here, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving all 4 of these for 6s, and all 4 of them have the possibility of being an 8. I do believe that takes care of everything, and now we can start doing punts. Let's start by going with this being a 2, 8, 7, 8, 6, 7, 2. No help over here yet. 4 here, 9, 1, 8, 1, 6, and that's, nope, that's not a 6. 1, 4, 6, 7, 2 pair. Come back to 4, 2, 7, 1, 6, 2, 8, 4, and we got a hole here. Is this a legitimate hole? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. This could be a 4. No, it can't be a 4. There's a 4 here. So that looks to be a probably, yep, that's a legitimate hole. So we get to go back to that 7, 2, 8 and flip those around a little bit. And this becomes a 7, 2, 8 this way. 6, 7, 8, 2. No help there. No help there. 1. 4, 9, 4, 9, 4, 8 becomes an 8. 4, 1, 6, 7, 2 pair. We'll come back to that. 4, 9 here. So this becomes a 2, 4, 1, 7. We get a 6, 4 here. And that drops this down here to be a 9. 2 here, 6, 7, 8 will come back to, but now we got 7 here, so now we can come back to this. 8 and 7 here, 4, 6, 8, 9, 4, 9, 7, 2, not 1, 2, 2, and 8 solved. Hey, that went fairly quickly. 13 minutes, or 3 seconds for a solve. Obviously, if I eliminate the 20 seconds that I didn't work on solving it at the beginning, it puts me down under 13 minutes, but that's not something I'm counting against it because I had the opportunity to look at what the numbers were and start doing the solve in my head. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the opportunities that this weekend may provide you. And I hope you enjoy